Dane Martindale out of Lincoln, Nebraska, inside of row number 4 on the 27, and outside of him, it's the 7W of James Kleinaxel.
From Genoa, Nebraska, the number 35 of James Roebuck starts shotgun on the field. We go green this time by off of turn number 4, US 30 Speedway. Let's hear ya. We are green flag racing for the Abe Lincoln Memorial.
Kleinsma with a great start, and the one stop out in front will lead him through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Galloway and Coble. They'll make it 3 wide with Wallingford. Down the back straightaway. Galloway taking that second spot, followed by Coble way upstairs. Look out, Mitch Coble.
Oh, car into the outside wall in turns 3 and 4. We are going caution right away. No laps in the books. Caution flag out on the Speedway.
So Mitch Coble hard into the outside retaining wall there. Trying to work the outside of the Speedway, maybe just a little loose dirt up there. We'll have to keep our eyes on that Razor chassis Roth Racing Performance M22 machine. You can see knocked a lot of the rear spoiler off, the rear decking beat up there as he'll pull it up into the pit area. Scotty, we're going to take him 8 times around the Speedway, 6 big heat races, so a heat race is ever so important here tonight.
51 cars checked in last night, Scott, here for this class. 53 cars here tonight. But they put on a good show last night, expecting bigger and better things here tonight. Looks like we're coming green off of turn number 4.
Again, Kleinsma and Wallingford bringing us to the green flag down the front straightaway. Wallingford falling back there into the hands of Galloway. Kleinsma will take the lead again. Here comes Fayen now, the 25X machine. Keep your eyes on that green and gray with the orange spoiler. Kleinsma will go around in front of the field. Look out.
Oh, great heads-up driving by the rest of the field to avoid contact. A little bit of cars beating and banging, and Kleinsma comes to a stop now. In a little too hot into turns 3 and 4, trying to keep it rolling. Caution will fly.
Caution versus caution and another caution. So yellow flag out. Kleinsma, great starts there both times. This time getting away from the handle there. Kleinsma will fall victim to the Lone Ranger rule and find himself in the pit area.
You know, Scott, I'm filling out fantasy here on MRP, and I just got to the modifieds. Matchup number 2. Who would you pick? Anthony Roth, Cody Thompson, or Brian Ozentowski?
Man, that's a tough one here at Columbus. All those guys are heavy hitters there for sure. I would probably just say Anthony Roth tonight.
Anthony Roth tonight. Well, we'll see if your pick is correct later on as we bring him back to green down at turns 1 and 2.
Fayen again will jump out to the early race lead now. Look at Kleinaxel looking to the inside of Logan Thompson. The battle for that 3rd spot as Galloway will take a peek to the inside of Fayen. The battle for the race lead out of turn number 4.
Off at turn number 4, and indeed back now into turn number 1. Thompson, that 19 machine, sits in that 3rd place spot. Had a great run last night. Here comes a 7W to the inside of rear quarter off turn 2.
Dane Martindale trying to hold off James Roebuck. Roebuck, your weekly points champion here in that 75 machine, starting rear of the field here tonight as we're clicking off the laps now. Side-by-side racing action continuing throughout the field. Now, again, Kleinaxel will take a look to the inside of Thompson down the back straightaway. A little bumper tap there. Joe Fayen out in front. 4 down, 4 to go this time for the driver from Beaver Lake.
Halfway down, halfway to go for Fayen as he has out in the race lead. Best bet on the track right now for that 3rd and 4th place positions. Side by side between the 19 and the 7W off turn number 2. Still side by side now at a turn 3. 2x2 right behind him. Roebuck hits the high side. Oh, look out! Goes around, backs her into the wall in turn 3.
So Roebuck getting back upstairs where he is comfortable. Not much traction there. Caution flag coming out. Caution out again. So another driver falling victim. Look out, debris on the racetrack there. Started in a hobby stock out here a few years ago, moving into the Sport Mods last year. Spencer, a very, very tough customer. Several feature wins on the season in the 35 machine. So caution lights are down. Looks like possibly going to go green out of turn number 4.
As we will be green indeed. Fayen still your race leader. Galloway in that 2nd place spot. Everyone trying to find the fastest line around the racetrack here. Early on in heat race number 1, Logan Thompson sits in 3rd. Here comes that 7W. of Kleinenskill up on the top side of the racetrack. Cannot get the bite that he needs. Fayen still your race leader.
Joe Fayen continuing to lead Spencer Galloway. Keep your eyes on Kleinaxel, though. He is experimenting around the racetrack, moving high, moving low, trying to diamond it down, as we'll look for 2 sticks up, I believe, this time by 2 laps left to go here in heat race number 1.
As Fayen still your race leader out here on the racing surface. Galloway trying to close the gap, having a hard time at doing so. Still, it is Kleinaxel trying to find a way around Thompson, as well as the white flag comes out for the 25 of Fayen.
So one more time around the US 30 Speedway here in heat race number 1. The battle for third heating up. Kleinaxel and now Dane Martindale in that 27 machine right there as well. They'll head off into turns 3 and 4 one final time. Checkered flag in the air for Joe Fayen. Spencer Galloway coming home second. Logan Thompson in third. James Kleinaxel in third. Then it's Dane Martindale in the 5th spot. And Raymond Wallingford rounding out the field. How about it, US 30 Speedway? Out of turn number 4, they call him the Beaver Lake Bandit. Let him hear it. The 25X of Joe Fayen picking up heat race number 1.
Number 2 of 6, 4B features on the docket for later on here tonight. So heat race number 2, top 2 transferred to the A.
So Brunkhorst and Bell on the front row. Rudy Brunkhorst picking up a championship up at the Stewart Speedway. Stewart, Nebraska, sitting on the front row here at the US 30 Speedway as he looks to bring us to the green flag with Justin Bell.
Brunkhorst will take that green flag, so will Bells. They shoot him on down into turns 1 and 2. Brunkhorst now with the race lead off turn number 2. Now here comes the 45. That is a 15D of Jacob Slough. Slough and Hopkins back to that 4th place spot. 3 wide for a split moment for the top spot here. Working Logan McMartin, a little slideways. Oh, we got a car around in turn 4.
AJ Oaks around. Looks like the 26 will keep it rolling. Up front, Justin Bell will have the advantage into turn number 3. Rudy Brunkhorst running in that 2nd spot. James Hopkins now working on the outside of Jacob Slough. Here comes Barber onto the inside. 5 cars throw a blanket over him as they complete lap number 2. Justin Bell, your race leader.
Justin Bell, your race leader, top 2, transfer to the big dance here tonight. Bell and Buckhorst currently hold it, but here comes Slough looking to the inside of the 57. Jay Kidd did a gun. Hopkins there right through the middle of the top 4. Top 5 now breaking away from the rest of the field.
So the racetrack ever changing here at the US 30 Speedway. Bell upstairs. You've seen Fayen in the heat race number 1, all downstairs. Justin Bell working the speedway a little bit higher. Brunkhorst following, trying to hold off the 15D of Jacob Slough. Hinkelman, the 21H, into the fence in turn number 4. Martin goes around in the 15M. Look out, AJ Oaks. Caution out in turn number 4. Hinkelman in that 21H machine getting into the outside fence there. The 15M going around of McMartin as well.
Yeah, Logan McMartin's in the wrong way on a one-way. You see that 21H car as well. He's got some right side damage there as he's going to pull it into the pits.
You can see right front damage.
57 of Buckhorst trying to hold on to it, but Jacob Slough, he's no slouch. See what I did there? He's definitely a fast car here tonight, but Justin Bell on the point right now as we come back to green off of turns 3 and 4.
So green out of 4. Bell will bring us back to the green flag.
Working through the middle side of the racetrack is that 8X car of Bell. Buckhorst trying to pull away from Slough. Hopkins doing battle now with Brian Barber, the 79 car. As they work through turns 3 and 4. Barber now to the bottom side of the racetrack. The cars pushing up back behind him. Still about 4 laps remaining here in this here race number 2, Scott.
So now we've talked about the top side. Everybody now marching around the bottom side. Justin Bell in that Razor chassis showing the way. Look at James Hopkins now. He'll venture to the outside of the speedway as he'll work around Jacob Slough. Keep your eyes on the 81, the Dirt Outlaw of James Hopkins. Again, problems in turn number 4. McMartin.
And looks to be the 33.
That's that D37.
D37, Michael Towell. Yep. Do you have any tarpon awning sizes available?
I do. 3, 4X. I think I still have some left over there.
So that's still small. I need a 5.
Oof, I didn't get any of those.
That's why I said tarpon awning sizes, as my buddy Cody Boulware coined the phrase. As we're going to come back to the green flag here in heat race number 2, Justin Bell, like a rocket off turn 4. Hopkins now looks to the outside of Buckhorst, and Buckhorst, something wrong in turns 2. Hopkins takes over that second transfer spot.
Hopkins just rolling one groove outside of Rudy Brunkhorst, but he opened the door now for Jacob Slough. 2 sticks up, 2 laps to go. Brunkhorst now fading through the field.
And a little bit of bumper tank down the front stretch as Bell and the caution flag flies once again. I'm not sure what for. I'm thinking debris.
Jacques is back.
Yes.
Making an appearance at the US 30 Speedway on a Saturday afternoon.
That doggone French racer, Jacques Debris.
I don't think I'll need my hoodie sweatshirt tonight, I'll tell you that.
Jimmy Scott taking care of things in the fan zone, as he calls it down there. Also victory lane and doing the redraw at intermission. Scott, looks like we're coming back to green off turn 4.
Back to the green flag. We're trying to get this one settled here. Heat race number 2. Looks like we'll do a green, white, checkered. Hopkins again rolling one groove up. Does he have anything for Justin Bell? Keep your eyes on that 81 machine of James Hopkins. He'll roll the outside of Bell as they come to the white flag one more time around the speedway.
One more time around for Justin Bell. The 8X machine. Does Hopkins have anything for him on this last lap? Hopkins, like you mentioned, Scott, going one line higher. That's 3 different grooves in 2 heat races so far here tonight. Into turns 3 and 4. Justin Bell looking for the checkered flag. He will see it off turn 4. He's going dancing here tonight, and so is Hopkins.
Jacob Slough comes home in the 3rd spot. Then it's Rudy Brunkhorst, Brian Barber, Michael Towell, and the 26th machine of A.J. Oaks, I do believe. So race fans, let them hear it. Out of turn number 4, the 8X machine out of Louisville, Nebraska, it will be Justin Bell. James Hopkins will move on to the A feature with him. Row number 3 on the inside, the 16J of Justin Swoboda, and his outside, last night's feature winner, it's the 1T of Robbie Tom.
Nick Hermson, in 6-4 out of Omaha to the inside of the 4th row to the outside. Mary Lynn to the 17 from Elwood, Nebraska.
And starting tailback on the field, the 62 machine of Robert Draper, as we'll go green out of 4 of the young ladies. Cook and Fansdale bring us to the green.
Ladies bring us the green, and into turn number 1. Fansdale, a little bit of trouble last night with some steering issues. Right now, she battles for that 3rd and 4th place spot. Robbie Tom, the Rocket, helping the top side of the racetrack, trying to find his way to go dancing here tonight. Meanwhile, though, Amber Cook in the number 9 car, she's going to lead lap 1.
So Cook leading lap number 1, Rifle running in that 2nd spot. Then it is Robbie Tom working the outside of Justin Swoboda. Keep your eyes on that 1T machine. The Fury chassis hard charging right there now to the 2nd spot as Swanson goes around in turn number 4. Jacob Swanson losing the 31S machine in turn number 4. Looks like he's able to keep it rolling. Amber Cook, don't look now, but here comes the 1T. Draper taking a shortcut through the infield, the 62 machine. Rifle running in that 3rd spot. Then it's Swoboda, Fansdale, and Mary Lenz.
Lenz at 17 car, a little bit of squirrely off at turn at number 4, but keeps it straight. Tell you what, though, Scott, the number 9, Amber Cook pulling away, but here comes Robbie Tom in the 1T car. Tom at the top side of the racetrack. He's going to hit the moisture, trying to find a little bit of drive. No, Cook will still lead the line.
Cook leads him at the line, but Robbie Tom right on the rear bumper. The 9 machine with great drive out of turn number 2. Look at the 1T of Tom now to the inside. The battle up front, side by side. Now Cook opens the door. Here comes Robbie Tom to the inside.
Cook, they'll still try to have it at the line. Too close to call. We go to live timing and scoring. Amber Cook had it at the line by 7 1/1000ths of a second.
7 1/1000ths is gone as Robbie Tom will look to check out in this one. The 9 of Cook holding on to the 2nd spot with 2 laps left to go.
2 laps to go for Robbie Tom and Amber Cook. Justice Swoboda and Bill Rifle. They are battling for that 3rd and 4th place spot, but that's going to be for a B feature if they cannot get a top 2. Amber Cook slowing now off turn 2, gets it back on the gas, and the white flag will come out one more time around for the 1T.
Robbie Tom will take the white flag and head off into turns 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, one final time. He'll head down the back straightaway as your race leader. The best battle on the Speedway right now in turns 1 and 2. It's Draper and Fain still, but coming to the checkered flag, it will be the 1T of Robbie Tom. Amber Cook holds off Justin Swoboda. Bo Rifle goes home 4th. Then it is Mary Lenz. So how about it, race fans? The Hogslat Zentner Transportation, the Fury Chassis out of Spalding, Nebraska. It's the 1T. They call him the Rocket. Robbie Tom picking up the heat race win. Amber Cook coming home in that 2nd spot. A great run for the 9 machine out of Lincoln.
Legenza in the 16T. Cole Wyman, the 18W, starts the inside of row 2. Tony Acherno in the 14 from Colorado to the outside. David Johnson, Lance Borgman, Jake Kubik, Travis Sir, and Ryan Abergast will be your starting field. And, well, looks like we're going to call that one back.
Bad dog, no biscuit, I believe, happening there. So looks like we'll try to get him lined back up here. So Tony Acherno, you said that earlier last night, Arvada, Colorado. So Hastings, Nebraska, Columbus, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, Arvada, Colorado, Columbus, Beatrice, Stewart, Jake Kubik, Norfolk, Nebraska, Ryan Arbogast out of Goner, Nebraska. So state of Nebraska definitely well represented here. Colorado in here as well. Once again, side by side, Bozier and Legenza on the front row as we look to come to the green. So Bozier with the race lead. Here comes Legenza side by side still for that race lead into turn number 3. Wayman will work the bottom side. There go 3 wide for the race lead to complete lap number 1. They're 3 wide, 2 deep. Dave Johnson in the 97 machine working to the inside. Now here comes the 76 of Borgman. So Kyle Legenza out front. Cole Wayman runs second. Brandy Bozier under attack. 4 wide now for that 3rd spot. Brandy Bozier trying to hold off a Cherno. David Johnson and Lance Borgman as Legenza continues to lead in the 16T machine. 1 car back is the 18W. Out of Lincoln, it's Cole Wayman. Wayman working the bottom side in that Jet Racing 18W machine. Side by side with Legenza at the line. It is Wayman with the race lead. Now here comes Legenza back to the rear bumper of Wayman out of turn number 2. The battle continues side by side. Down the back straightaway, Scotty.
Legenza now to the inside rear corner panel of Wayman looking through turns 3 and 4. Top 2 go to the big dance here out of each heat race. Side by side line, too close to call. It will be Legenza at the stick. Had the race lead now. Slide job through turns 1 and 2 over Wayman. Here goes Wayman back to the inside.
So side by side racing action continuing up front, lurking back there in that 3rd spot. It's the Punisher, David Johnson in the 97 machine. Then it's a Cherno in the 14 machine running 4th. Borgman runs 5th.
As Wayman, your race leader, back to the point. Now a Cherno runs in that 4th place spot. David Johnson, the Punisher, trying to get up to the top 2 positions as we got 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps to go here around the US 30 Speedway.
So 2 laps left to go. Cole Wayman in that 18W machine out in front. Legenza, don't slip up now. Here comes David Johnson within a car length. Keep your eyes on that battle for that 2nd and final transfer spot. Johnson will stick his nose in their wheel. The wheel contact as they come to the white flag. David Johnson wants the spot. Lagenza has it into turn number 1.
The Punisher is going to drive it hard into turns 1 and 2 to the inside of Lagenza. Off of turn 2, he's got the final transfer into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Wayman will see checkers. Here comes David Johnson, got it, trying to get the corner rotate. David Johnson will move on to the big dance here tonight. Wayman will join him. The rest will have to transfer through a B feature.
So great racing there. Heat race number 4, David Johnson coming from that 5th starting spot. Race fans, let them hear it. Cole Wayman and David Johnson move out of this heat race into a Cherno lost it there real quick in the 14. Not sure what that was about.
Trying to find a line for that B feature later on, probably in that 14 machine.
A little bit more than on a heavy track.
Absolutely. Drivers doing a great job here tonight as our 5th heat race, 5 of 6 heat. I cannot talk tonight, Scott. You might have to do most of the talking here, but heat race number 5 of 6. Thank you, Lord. As we hit the track here now, Verbka and Noonan, your front row.
A. Frank and Pospisil, Bivens and Kovar, Spanger, Andrews, and Carol Shockley. We come to the green flag. Verbka picking up the track championship at the US 36 Speedway down in Cameron, Missouri. The 7V machine jumps out to the early race lead. A. Frank side by side. Now it's Noonan in the 3rd spot. Bivens runs 4th. They're 3 wide for the 5th spot into turn number 3.
So 11A of Tyler A. Frank to the inside of Verbeek for the top spot. Top 2 transfer once again out of this heat race. Side by side battle for the race lead and almost 3 wide now in the mid pack.
Look out, A. Frank sideways out of turn number 2. Adam Verbka continuing to be your race leader now as Brandon Spanger side by side with Dion Kovar. The racetrack continuing to widen out as we go 2 by 2 a little deeper in the field. It's still Verbka under attack from A. Frank. A. Frank looking to the inside of Verbka. The battle for the race lead as now Spanger to the inside of Bivens. The battle for 4th.
Battle for 4th ensuing now into turns 3 and 4 side by side as they race them on down off turn 4. Verbka still your race leader. A. Frank there as well. 3-car battle now. 3 cars, 2 spots go to the A. Who is going to get it off turn number 2? Still single file now into turn 3.
So Verbka has led from the get-go. Now A. Frank under attack from Noonan. Trevor Noonan in the 66 machine will look to the inside there as once again A. Frank looking to the inside of Verbka. He's there at a turn number 2. Verbka will pull him down the back straightaway.
As Noonan waiting in the shadows for the top 2 to make or break here as we come with 4 laps to go. We see him side by side. A. Frank now to the inside of Verbka through turns 1 and 2. And on the binders goes the 11A, but now with a race lead off turn 2.
Tyler A. Frank with the race lead on the inside of Verbka. Verbka battling back, leaving the door open for Trevor Noonan. Spanger and Andrews now trying to reel in your top 3 with 2 laps left to go.
2 laps to go for Tyler A. Frank as he tickles the tires around the bottom side of Speedway through turns 1 and 2. Verbka holding on to second, but for how long as Trevor Noonan? Here comes Andrews now right behind him, the 22, trying to power charge to the field.
White flag in the air one more time around the Speedway. Keep your eyes on the 22 of Matt Andrews. A hard charger right there out of Malcolm, Nebraska, the 22 of Matt Andrews. Looking to get that second spot. He right now sitting back there in the 4th spot is Noonan and Verbka side by side. The final transfer spot will go to Verbka. So A. Frank, Verbka moving on. Noonan goes 3rd. Andrews goes 4th. Spanger goes 5th. Bivens, Kovar, the 6th. SJ of Sean Pospisil and Carol Shockley. But how about our race fans? The 11A of Tyler A. Frank picking up the heat race win. Adam Verbka goes home in that 2nd spot. We mentioned Adam Verbka last night on the way to US 36 Speedway in Cameron, Missouri, trying to finalize his track championship down there. Gets about, 45 minutes away and they rain out. So what's he do? Turns around, heads to US 30 Speedway. I believe he ran 6th last night. Now he's locked back into the 7V machine.
2 of our winners last night. We had a pit side winner and a grandstand winner. Each winner donated everything but $20 back to Jay Belts and family. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please Buy up as many tickets as you can here tonight, and all proceeds benefiting J. Belton Family for medical expenses.
Super awesome racing family here as we get set for green. Schouten and Harker bring us to the green flag. Harker will take the race lead into turn number 1. Langenberg around. Look out in turn number 1. Can Langenberg keep it rolling? The 1J machine. Yellow flag starter, I believe, on special over there. Langenberg rolls it backwards. Caution is out. So back green, Harker, another good start on that 240 Motorsports machine. He'll head out of turn number 2 as your race leader. Lamberson to the outside in the 99 machine. Schouten slow in the ONA on a Schouten slow. Caution lights back out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. So looks like a no start there. Caden Murray, head flagman, did not like the start there, so no start. Caution lights it down again. Looks like we'll try it one more time out of turn number 4. Harker shows the way. Schouten runs second. Here comes Lamberson again, the 99 with a run. Into turn number 3. Where does Lamberson go with the run? He goes to the top side. Schouten will slide up. Here comes Jonathan Jensen on the inside in the 25 machine. Sean Harker continuing to show the way in the 240 Motorsports machine down the back straightaway. They're going to go 3 wide now for the second spot. On a Schouten. Trying to hold off Derek Lamberson. Here comes Jonathan Jensen around the inside. The J2 Performance J2D Designs 25 machine. Jonathan Jensen started tailback on the field in this one and now has himself a transfer spot out of turn number 2. Can he reel in Sean Harker? The Speedway Motors 40 machine, this time by 4 laps left to go.
As the Sharks swimming through the field and out to that race lead. Big advantage for that 40 car.
So Jensen continuing to hold on to that second spot. This one kind of fanning out here. Terry Kester running in that 4th spot. Derek Lamberson in 5th for new. Laps are winding down. Heat race number 6 will change the pace up with the hobby stocks just here momentarily. Harker will look as he pushes out of turn 2 or out turn 4. 2 sticks left. 2 laps left to go for Sean Harker.
And he's got a straightaway advantage over everyone else here, Scott, as top 2 once again go to the A main. Hobby stock heat races coming up next. But as we see the white flag, Sean Harker will take the white. He's got 1 lap to go.
1 lap left around the US 30 Speedway. Harker off into turn number 1. He'll get her rode up, rotated, and head down the back straightaway. Jonathan Jensen runs in that 2nd spot. Jonathan's probably thinking this track's full of moisture after running out in the desert for last season. Checkered flag waves for Sean Harker. Jensen will come home in that 2nd spot in the 25 machine to battle for 3rd. Anna Schouten picks up the 3rd spot. Kester comes home in 4th. Lamberson, Furneaux, and Sean Davis. But how about our race fans out of Nebraska City? It's the Jet Racing Speedway Motors 240 Motorsports machine of Sean Harker. We mentioned a jet chassis for Sean Harker. How about a Jet Racing hard charger tonight? Jet Racing out of Beatrice, Nebraska.